Hey everyone, Thornton here, and the finals has been pretty fantastic in the month it's released. However, there are some pain points, and the developers in Bark Studios are actually aware of the issues, and they are working on fixing them. Today, we're going to go over what kind of fixes they're going to be doing in the future, what we can be looking forward to in the terms of content for future stuff, and just everything you guys want to know about the finals as we continue to get closer to Season 2. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So if there's one thing that we can say about the finals, and more specifically in Bark Studios, the developers behind it, they are very quick to reach out to the community and let us know about fixes coming to the game. In the most recent response to players' concerns, a developer from the studio did assure the player base through the official Discord channel that the team is actively tracking and addressing pain points within the game. The quick resolution of these issues, such as missing daily challenges, does reflect the developer's commitment to ensuring a seamless and enjoyable gaming experience, which is fantastic because I like to play this game, and the more I get a chance to do so with less bugs, hiccups, and a well-optimized system is always good. However, the specifics of the upcoming updates, particularly regarding the Battle Pass, does remain undisclosed, leaving us kind of wondering when are we going to get further details on it. And in case you weren't aware of what's going on, the Battle Pass system in the finals has been a subject of contention among players, with criticism centered around the significant time commitment required to complete it. Now, this probably doesn't apply if you have no job and you play 24/7 or you're a streamer, but for those that work a 9 to 5 and then have a family or other responsibilities, it can be a bit of a slog to get through. The estimated 100 hours to finish the Battle Pass has sparked frustration and dissatisfaction among players who find it to be an excessive time sink for just some simple cosmetic rewards. However, at the same time, it is a free-to-play game. You don't need to buy the Battle Pass, but are you really getting your money's worth is the big question here. The developer's acknowledgement of this concern does raise questions about whether the upcoming updates will focus solely on in-game tweaks, or is it going to extend to resolving issues around the Battle Pass, which would be pretty key and clutch. And I mean, this is a pretty contentious topic if we're going to be completely honest. I've seen the comment section when we've talked about the Battle Pass in the past, and the community's response is pretty diverse because it reflects varying preferences and play styles. And while some players express discontent advocating for a system akin to other popular titles like Apex Legends, Fortnite, or my personal favorite, the Halo Battle Pass system, which is phenomenal. It never expires. You can complete it at any time. You can even go back and complete it after the season. Why more studios don't do the Halo one, I don't know. It's probably to get engagement up, but it would be really nice for the community. However, there are some that appreciate the current structure of how the finals Battle Pass is set up. They emphasize the value derived from the extended playtime, which I guess is a fair point to make. However, this disparity in player opinion highlights the challenge for developers in finding a balance that caters to such a diverse fan base, because we're gamers. No one's ever going to agree with everyone. And if there's one group that does this better than anyone else, it is gamers. It'll also be interesting to see how developers tackle the meta, especially with stuff such as the emergence of unintended player strategies with the C4 meta. This actually showcases creativity and experimentation within the game, and there has already been a slight nerf to it that developers put in, but this tactic is basically where players attach explosives to objects for a mini nuke effect, and it's gained a ton of popularity. And even though developers have nerfed it already, players are still exploiting it and using it massively, and it will be interesting to see if the developers decide to actually go ahead and tone this down even more. However, such strategies do add an element of unpredictability to the game, and it is up to those developers to distinguish between creative gameplay and exploits that disrupt the intended balance. And while I don't think that this is an exploit, there are likely to be more and more things found as the game continues to get a larger player base and players mess around with it even more, and how they respond to this will set the tone for what we see in esports, along with just the general meta of the game. But I do have a lot of faith here because the finals developers, aware of the player concerns and unintended strategies, are actively engaging with the community, which is the most important thing. The ongoing challenge will lie in addressing these issues without compromising the integrity of the game, and that is all depending on whether it's refining the Battle Pass system or managing those unintended player strategies. The developers, though, face the delicate task of finding solutions that resonate with their player base, which, once again, as I said earlier, these are gamers. You're never really going to have everyone agree on a topic. So as we eagerly await updates in Season 2, the collaboration between developers and players continues to shape the evolving landscape of not only the finals, but just video games in general. Let me know down below, what are some of the issues that you've run into the finals so far in the first season? If you haven't run into any issues, what's been your favorite part? I'm always curious to hear your guys' response. And if you guys are looking for some more finals content and gameplay, don't forget to check out this channel right here by my editor, Novell. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.